Yo, you looking for TV reviews, music reviews, movie reviews? Then check out the only reviews that matter, man.
Yeah, just hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notifications and stay tuned.
Yo, what's going on, man? Welcome to Walking Dead, Season 8, Episode 7, Time for After. Damn, Diddy.
Ambitious Ace.
Yeah, man. We got to follow the life and times of Eugene.
Yeah, man.
How you feel about it?
You know, I was good until like just about the end, man. Because I'll tell you why. I feel like, you know, ever since Eugene has came to, you know, Negan and his saviors, he's been battling with that morality, you know, of like what is right and what is wrong. And I feel like this episode was like garnered towards him making the decision of which side he was going to be on. But I feel like it was kind of a wasted opportunity because when he could have told him about Dwight, he didn't. I feel like he choked. And I don't think he's going to tell him about Dwight.
Eugene is a punk.
But still, man, I was actually kind of rooting for him to be like, okay, yeah.
You were rooting for Eugene?
The only reason I'm saying is because he's been such a back and forth character. And I'm like, okay, are you finally about to choose a side so we know that you are for Negan now?
He did choose a side.
No, man.
Himself. He said it.
Okay, but he still didn't give up Dwight, though. I was kind of pissed off about that.
Well, giving up Dwight, he feels like if Dwight may, I guess, pull the gun out and shoot him in the head. He's all about his survival.
But Negan is right there in front of you. You got Negans all around you. Come on. If Negan says, you know, grab the bastard, they go grab him.
Yo.
I just feel like it's kind of a letdown for his character. It's still, like, I know I just feel like it's kind of let down. But I liked everything before that. Everything, you know, building up to that moment. You know, I love how Michonne and what's the other girl name? Rosita was kind of, you know, dealing with the decision of trying to go with Daryl and Tara's plan. And I thought that was handled really well because
Morgan.
Oh yeah, Morgan too. He's gung-ho for anything right now. But I like how that was developed. I know you were telling me some people didn't enjoy the episode. I thought it was a good episode. It was a well-paced episode. I'm just kind of iffy on the Parks with Rick, man. That junkyard crew is just weird, man. I don't understand them. But other than that, I thought it was a well-paced episode. I think it was needed. And it kind of rose the stakes for the final episode of the year. You know, I feel like now, even though that the walkers were overrun the sanctuary, now Negan and the crew probably have a plan to get out, of course, and now let's go create conflict with them in Alexandria.
Yeah, well, I mean, because you got to think, up to this point, Rick's plans worked perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming maybe the second half of the season, maybe it swings a little bit in Negan's favor.
Right.
You know, change the odds up a little bit. I did think that Daryl and Morgan and Tara were kind of out of line. You should have took Rosita.
Yeah.
Telling them about how it took for her seeing, what's her name in the coffin to wake
Sasha.
up. Yeah, but to realize that sometimes you just got to wait it out.
Right.
And, I mean, it was facts. I mean, they had the whole place around it. At some point, they'll surrender. We help them get out. Until then, just leave them be.
Yeah.
And then you got 3 people that went ahead, jumped the gun, made a bad decision. Dwight's doing what he can inside. And I'm wondering how Dwight's feeling because that's not part of the plan.
Right.
So Dwight's whole thing was to keep everybody safe.
Yeah.
And that's what he told Eugene.
Yeah.
Basically, while I'm here, people stay alive.
Yeah.
We just kill Negan. That's it. And once we kill Negan, everything's fine. But did people forget already? Negan saves people. We learned this like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
And Negan's not that bad of a guy. He's Rick. Negan is Rick. They're the same person.
Yeah.
They're just going about how they're doing things a different way.
Right.
Because I love when Negan was like, you know, the shit I'm going to take on his lawn or something like
that.
You know, because of what he did to mine.
Yeah.
You know, I actually want Negan to get his revenge at this point.
Man.
Because they just, I just ain't feeling them right now, man. I like a couple people in Alexandria, but, yo, they ain't working as a team. The Saviors are working as a team.
That is true. You know, they're breaking up right now, you know. Started with Daryl and Morgan, man. You know, it just, I guess they've been so, especially Daryl, he's been so traumatized, I guess. He's just like, I want to be over with it. I want to be done with it. And that's understandable. But like you said, it's breaking up the format of the team. there's not trust like it was, before all this had happened. They were always on one accord. They was always, trusting and believing in one another. And Daryl didn't wait for Rick this time, man. And I think that's the most shocker of the past, couple episodes. Is just that I don't think much people are paying attention to the form of the group. It's not tight no more. It's just everybody running off emotions, and that's not good.
Somebody's gonna die on the next episode or episode 9.
Yeah.
Who is it?
I want to say Morgan because he's supposedly leaving the show.
He's not leaving.
That's what he said.
He's going to another show.
We'll see. Well, other than that, if not Morgan, we could see. I don't know. It depends on how. I don't know. They even gave nobody that much screen time in Alexandria, so I couldn't say anything for anybody. Anybody can be up in the air in Alexandria. I feel like Gabriel's on his way out. He's just not there yet. An alarm.
Is it still recording? Is it still recording?
Just cut that out. It's not. It's fine. We're not usually here this late. Yeah, about who's dying. But yeah, I think that Gabriel's on his way out. It's just that I don't know. I think he is, but he's in his deathbed, just laying there. I don't even know if anybody could help him back to good health.
You playing it safe, man. You're only giving me speculation.
I don't know, because at this point, it's just about anybody's really up in the air to me. I can't really decide who will it be because
I'll tell you who deserves to die.
Who's that?
And I hope he burns in hell.
Who?
Daryl.
Really?
Yes.
That's a good choice.
How many people has Daryl gotten killed in the last season and a half?
Yeah.
Daryl needs
He's about to get some more people killed too because of his actions.
Some people were dying in the sanctuary. People in the sanctuary were dying because of his choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tara's involved in that. Morgan's involved in that too.
But he's the ringleader.
He's the one that got Glenn killed.
Right.
And I'm still pissed off about that.
Yeah.
So I hope Norman Reedus' character dies.
He's a fan favorite. He's not going to die. Come on.
If he dies, I told you so.
I'm just telling you, if he doesn't die, it's because he has the backing of the fans.
I don't care.
Who else? That's it? No other speculations of who will die?
He's the only person that deserves to die on that show right now.
Well, what did you think about Jada's little game that she played with Rick? The whole sculpture shit, painting.
You thought that was a game?
Whatever it is. I don't know. Twisted mind game. Fucking pleasing.
The scavengers are just into turning
some sick ass shit.
Turning some scraps into art.
It's fucking ridiculous, man. But Rick was a G for how he pulled that whole situation off, ripping the zombie out. Yeah, he was. Rick was badass for that.
That was bad writing.
What?
Right there.
Why?
Because, come on. They got a whole camp full of people with guns and Rick.
They go on her command.
I'm just saying, Rick handcuffed. They didn't surround the whole place.
Rick is a G. Come on. He's Rick.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on now. Don't be hating on Rick, man.
I'm just saying, they could have laid that fool down like that. Before he even took hold of the other zombie, he would have been dead.
But they weren't out there. Remember that.
Conveniently. Bad writing. So at least let's make it logical. Bad writing.
So what would you give the episode?
I give it a C+. I thought it was solid.
Yeah, I give it a C+ as well.
I enjoyed the episode.
Yeah, I'm still disappointed with Eugene. I just hate how he's a flip flop, man. Choose one side.
That's who he is. Why do you want him to change? Hey, when people show you who they really are, you should believe them. And Eugene showed you.
Well, if he
times.
says I am Negan,
he ain't okay. Negan. He's Negan. Look, he likes Negan because Negan makes him feel special.
Mm-hmm.
And Negan knows that. That's why Negan smiles at him. Yeah, I shook your hand. I don't do that often. You should. Yeah, hey man, he's mine.
So will Eugene die? Will he do something stupid to get
Eugene,
himself die?
If Eugene died, I don't care.
Oh, I'm just saying. Will he die?
Sure.
Hmm.
I can tell you, Michonne's not dying.
At this point,
Rick's
do we
not
really
dying.
care who dies anymore? It's season 8.
A lot of people do care.
But I'm just saying.
I mean, they killed Glenn.
It's season 8.
They
people
killed
die.
Glenn.
Who do we care about dying now?
Michonne?
Yeah, I agree with that. I'll get pissed off if she dies.
Rosita?
Yeah, I'll get mad if she dies too.
Because she's a G.
Yeah.
And King Ezekiel and
Carol.
I don't care.
What?
And
what
homeboy with the axe.
Oh, his main man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want him to die.
Well, I'm just saying, it's getting to the point where it's like anybody's gonna die now. It's season fucking 8. At this point, I don't think I care like I did after Glenn. After Glenn died, it was just like, fuck, like.
After Glenn died, it was immediately time for Daryl to be killed. and you know what? If it keeps going the way it's going, and Daryl and Morgan and Tara split off, and they're the bad guys in the next season,
yeah,
I hope somebody puts a bullet right in fucking Daryl's head. And when they do it, I hope they say that was.
Well, that's a
Glenn.
good point you made, because I feel like they're trying to set that up, because it seems like the morality of the whole cast is changing, and I don't think it's going to go back. I mean, we see Morgan and go all zen-like, and now he's back to himself, and I don't think he's going to go back again. I really think he's head set on what type of person he wants to be, and he knows what he needs to be. That being said, with Daryl as well, and Tara, I don't think there's no coming back after this. If it is, I don't know what's it going to take.
I feel like everybody is justified in being mad at the Saviors except for Daryl.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think he was locked up in a place and everything like that, man.
That was his fault. Was that not his fault? Can we stop making excuses for Daryl?
I'm not making an excuse, but that's what it is.
These things are his fault.
I mean, he might be still heartbroken about Glenn and Abraham, because maybe he's like, it was my fault.
Well, no, Abraham's not his fault.
Okay.
Glenn is 100% his fault.
Okay.
Him getting taken to the sanctuary was his fault.
Right.
It was a reaction to him punching Negan.
Right.
You don't kill that. You take it home and try it. It's just like, whoa.
Well, whatever happens, they need to have something interesting happen soon enough.
Yeah. We'll see what happens
not for
in
my
the
sake.
season finale.
Yeah, not for my sake. I'm cool with the way the show's going, but I know the fans and everybody on Facebook and Twitter is just like,
yeah, they need to pull their tampons out. I'm talking about the guys.
Well, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man. Make sure you follow the podcast on Twitter at TRC Podcast Live, Instagram at TRC Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. You can subscribe. You can leave us a nice little comment. Tell us how we're the greatest people in the fucking world. Google Music Play, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Libsyn, Stitcher, all of those good places. And make sure, and just fucking go on Google, put the Report Card Podcast, and click every fucking link and some type of subscription to it.
Yo, give us a like, share, comment. Let us know what you think. Am I stupid just for thinking Eugene should have just ratted out Dwight? That's just me. And is he crazy for putting all this blame on Daryl? No, let us know. But yeah, that's it.
That's it, man.
All right,
Peace.
peace.